Mark Wright here. I'm with Len Grinke.
Morning, Mark.
Sporting an absolutely fantastic hairstyle. Getting the shine off both of our pates. But I know a man who can help touch that up maybe, or take a photo from an angle which doesn't show it off to quite this extent. Yeah. Len, you're a photographer.
I am indeed. Yes, I photograph people. Yeah.
So if you know any people that need photographs taken, Len is your man. Now you just did a presentation at the meeting we just had, and you do portraits. Mm-hmm. So you do headshots for business people who need headshots for maybe their social media, their website.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
So anybody in business, if you're in business, you need to be on social media, number one, and you need a good headshot.
You need a good headshot. It's crucial. Anybody I've ever talked to that does media design, web design, advertising, marketing, any kind, that's the first thing they always say is get a good headshot.
Yes.
And get it done quickly.
Because you're branding yourself.
Yes.
First and foremost, even if you're with a company, it's yourself that you really want to be branding, and this is a key part of it. I mean, we always tell people when they're putting up their profiles, however much you spent on your graphic design for a fancy logo, unless you're wearing it on a shirt, I'm not going to recognize you at a meeting. So it's very, very important. And you've got a great program where Wednesdays,
yeah. It's I call it ProSnap Wednesdays. ProSnap is my version of a business headshot. And on ProSnap Wednesdays, it's a studio session as opposed to a location session, and it's 30% off for anybody that wants to come in and have the ProSnap done on a Wednesday.
In North Vancouver, so handy.
Handy, yeah.
Now, the other thing, you're not just a portrait photographer, you teach.
That's correct.
You are a certified photographer.
I'm a certified photographer, nationally accredited photographer. I've got actually several levels of accreditation. And I also teach photography. I've taught at colleges. I've taught it through the Vancouver School Board. And I also do private lessons and private workshops.
So you're an absolute expert. So if you're going to spend the time and money on getting a quality headshot, he's the guy. But you also do weddings and events and lifestyle.
I do weddings, do lifestyle portraits. Basically, if it involves people, that's what I love to photograph, because I think people are the most interesting subject you can possibly photograph. And the more people I photograph, the more that just proves it to me that I've got the right idea, that they are the most interesting things that you can photograph.
And I really like your approach to the whole wedding photography side of things, and the time spent beforehand in planning,
putting it together, and
really giving a product that takes somebody all the way through that very special day.
Through the whole story, yeah. It's the approach is to tell a story. It's not just to have a collection of images, or hopefully not snapshots, but images, but also to tell a story that day and how the day unfolds, and sometimes even how it approaches up to the day, because I'll even come out, we'll do an engagement session sometimes. Doing a wedding, I'm going out to do photograph their actual rehearsal next week.
Right.
So it's going to really be telling the whole story leading up to the wedding and the wedding.
Because it really, brings the two families together. It's those candid moments, the relaxed moments, moments away from maybe the stress of the big day, that really paint a picture and show the personalities.
And show the personalities. And there's also so much on the wedding day that the couple themselves don't see that's going on. Just little things going on over here by the bar, maybe, little things going on at the other side of the park while they're getting their photos done.
Donnybrook in the parking lot? No.
There you go.
So that's great. But you also do pets, dogs.
I do dogs, because after all, dogs are people too.
There we go. The lighter side of Len Grinke. So if you want to make a connection, maybe you know somebody who's got a special event coming up, want to make sure it goes off without a hitch, and they get the proper mementos of the big day, make the connection with Len. You can submit the lead through rapidtimenetworks.com. Your website? My
website is photolen.ca. But if you just Google Len Grinke, you'll get all my blogs, my website, find my email address, everything's up there. Yeah.
Go to the website, check out some of the great images there, and if it's a fit for you or somebody you know, make that connection. Thank you for coming down.
Thank you.
Absolute pleasure.